And hello and good evening and welcome here to Tacoma as OKC Dodgers baseball is on the air here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with a free iHeartRadio app. Daniel Fullis here at Cheney Stadium. Producer and engineer back in Oklahoma City is Greg Rotz. Dodgers and the Tacoma Rainiers wrapping up their three-game set here this evening. Dodgers come in at 78 and 32. Tacoma 52 and 58 on the season. Dodgers have won the first two games of the set as they won it by a scores of 12-7 and 11-1 last night. And a doubleheader that I accidentally did on Wednesday, but that's okay if you ask me. Tonight's pitching matchup is Tyler Gilbert, who got his first win back on July 26 against the Omaha Storm Chasers. He'll start for the Dodgers. He'll take on George Kirby of the Rainiers. He's 5-3 with a 2.54 earned run average. And we're about to start our game shortly. Let's first tell you about the games on Wednesday and Thursday. Dodgers had a struggle with the Rainiers as Dodgers took a 2-0 lead, but then Tacoma scored 4 runs on a grand slam by Moore. Moore made it 4-2, and then Hansen made it a 3-run homer in the 5th inning. Dodgers scored 8 runs in the 7th as they took care of business on a couple of Zach Rex home runs and RBIs by Tyler White, Giancarlo Cabrera, Luke Raley, and Jake Peter. Dodgers ended up scoring another couple of runs in the 8th. Dodgers go on to win it 12-7 in Game 1. 12 runs, 22 hits, 1 errors, and 10 runners left on base for the Dodgers. 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors, and 5 runners left on base for the Rainiers. Winning pitcher was Yasiel Sierra in Game 1 as he pitched 7 innings, gave up 7 runs, 12 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. He improves to 10-7 on the season. The loss to Nestor Cortez Jr., he ended up struggling in the bullpen. He falls to 0-5. He gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, no walks, no strikeouts, and no innings pitched. He falls to 0-5. There was no save. Game completed in 4 hours and 17 minutes. And then in Game 2 last night, the Dodgers took advantage in the contest after the Dodgers got a 3-run homer by Zach Rex. Sepulveda got a couple of RBIs. Tyler White belted 2 solo shots. Miguel Cabrera and Jake Peter belted home runs. Luke Raley ended up getting an RBI sack so far. Dodgers win it in Game 2, 11-1. 11 runs, 17 hits, 1 error, and 8 runners left on base for the Dodgers. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error, and 4 runners left on base for the Rainiers. Last night's winner, Brock Stewart of the Dodgers, he pitched 7 innings, 1 run, 4 hits, no walks, 9 strikeouts. He improves to 7-6 on the season. The loss to Logan Gilbert of the Rainiers as he pitched 3 innings, 6 runs, 8 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. He falls to 4-9. There was no save. Game was completed 3 hours and 37 minutes in front of 6,000 plus fans. So we'll see if the Dodgers will continue their momentum here at Cheney Stadium, a ballpark they have done very okay, if you ask me. Ignore if you see me cutting parts of this out, because I have to go over your starting lineups, so that way you guys can see who is starting for who. So, yeah. Even though you saw it a little bit, so. There's your pitching match. As my mom's doing something.
Now on your home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game
last 33
series
games
between
will be
the
here on YouTube.
Oklahoma City Dodgers and the Tacoma Rainiers.
What, dear?
The Dodgers are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next.
As I need to pause, I will be right back. Then we'll do the starting lineups. And now I present you the starting lineups for both teams. For the visiting Oklahoma City Dodgers, leading off in left field is Zach Rex. Carlos Sepulveda, the shortstop, batting second. Tyler White, the first baseman, batting third, with center fielder DJ Peters batting fourth. Giancarlo Cabrera, the catcher, batting fifth. Luke Raley, the right fielder, bats sixth. Jake Peter, the second baseman, bats seventh. Christian Santana, the third baseman, bats eighth. Jacob Amaya, the DH, will bat ninth. Starting pitcher for the Dodgers is Tyler Gilbert. He is 1-6 with an 8.40 earned run average. For the Tacoma Rainiers, Edgar De La Cruz, the DH, will lead it off. Donnie Walton, the second baseman, batting second, with Leonard Berry, the catcher, batting third. Julio Rodriguez, the right fielder, batting fourth. Don Thompson-Williams, the center fielder, bats fifth. Alan Hansen, the shortstop, bats sixth. Jake Schneider, the third baseman, bats seventh. Dylan Moore, the first baseman, bats eighth. Drew Robertson, the left fielder, will bat ninth. Starting pitcher for the Rainiers is George Kirby. He's 5-3 with a 2.54 earned run average. As I said before, this is the series finale between the Dodgers and Tacoma, the AAA parent club of the Seattle Mariners. As George Kirby is the starter for the Rainiers. This is his 15th start, 5-3 record, 2.54 earned run average, 88 2/3 of an innings, 26 runs, 25 earned on 73 hits, 68 strikeouts, 28 walks. Opponents are batting .228 against lefties and .216 against righties. After a couple of cloudy skies day, it is 54 degrees, clear skies here at Cheney Stadium. Friendly hitter environment. Winds blowing 6 miles an hour out to right field. Your umpires: Patrick Johnson at home plate, Larry Bullard at first, James Kingsley at second, and Gary Simmons is at third.
George Kirby, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
George Kirby, I believe, is coming off a loss against either Memphis or Nashville.
We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Either that or he got the win against those two teams.
Standing in, Zach Rex.
Zach Rex, 376 average, 51 homers, 134 RBIs. He's batting left. Kirby's first pitch of the night.
Here it comes. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
Fastball for
take
strike,
a look at our
one
homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Roll.
This team has really struggled the Rainiers.
They got to get
a fly ball to left field, and that's going to be a base hit, and that's going to bounce up towards the wall in left field. Rex will round towards second, and he'll lead off tonight's ball game with a double.
Second now with nobody out.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second.
Carlos Sepulveda
first
is
base
next.
runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Striding in,
Sepulveda, 325 average, 8 homers, 34
currently
RBIs.
sits at 6 games entering play.
Has a 6-game hitting streak, which he's batting .393 in that hitting streak. First pitch on the way for Kirby. Outside ball one.
In scoring position this season.
2 for 5 with 2 RBIs last night for Sepulveda.
Up in the high 300s.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long.
Swings at the ground ball. Third baseman over the first, and there's one away here in the bottom of the top of the first. The defense for the Tacoma Rainiers, from left to right, goes Drew Robertson, Donnie Thompson-Williams, and Julio Rodriguez. Third baseman Jake Schneider, shortstop Alan Hansen, second baseman Donnie Walton, first baseman is Dylan Moore, and the catcher is Leonard Berry.
One down now.
Now bring out Tyler White, 373 average, 42 homers, 104 RBIs, batting right.
Tyler White will bat next. Comes into this one with 3 hits in 11 at-bats in the series.
3 for 11 in the series. Kirby's first pitch.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Outside ball 1.
And he'll look at a fastball.
Dodgers in their grays tonight. Dodgers across the front in blue script. Red numbers on the front. Blue numbers and letters on the back. Gray pants. Here's the next pitch. Swings on a fly ball to left field. Left fielder's under it. Will make the catch, and there's 2 away. Gray pants, gray hats, and blue rims interlocking OK and Lane logo on the front.
Safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yep, 2 away.
That was a nice job to track that one down to the
Tacoma in their home whites tonight.
Saved the run from scoring.
Reindeers across the front in blue script with a red outline. Blue numbers on the front, blue numbers and letters on the back. White hat, white pants, blue hats.
DJ Peters.
DJ Peters, 3.82 average, 27 homers, 98 RBIs, batting right. Kirby's first pitch. Outside ball 1.
That's ball 1.
2 home runs with 3 RBIs for DJ Peters his last 8 games.
You have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
And he fouls this one off. Men on third with 2 down. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Yeah, strike 2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
One and 2. Here it is. Hit
Found
on the
away.
ground down the first baseline.
Next pitch. That's in the dirt. Over the third, not in time. Runner gets back.
Skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Giancarlo Cabrera, 289 average, 11 homers, and 20
thinking of protecting
RBIs up on deck for the Dodgers. Next pitch, fouled away.
Obviously easy to take that one.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Ground ball, base hit. 1 run will score, and it's an RBI single for DJ Peters, and the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead.
Boy, what a battle.
RBI for DJ Peters. That is his 99th on the season.
There, D'Lo, several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an
Cabrera
RBI
on
base
deck
hit.
for the
And Dan,
at
I
the
can't
batter's
tell you,
box
the
for
longer
OKC.
the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you get in that swing mode where if he throws
289
the
average,
rosin
11
bag,
homers,
pulling the
24
trigger on
RBIs,
it,
batting
wait
right.
for him to settle in his
First
zone
pitch for
and
Kirby.
not come outside
Swings
of
to
it
the pop
and
up
end up
to the
getting
first
him out.
baseman Moore.
To the
He'll
plate
track
now,
it down, foul towards where he makes the
Cabrera.
catch, and that's the
Moore
inning.
is there to make the
A
catch,
run on
and
2
his
hits
side
and a runner
retired.
left. We go to the bottom of the
It's a run
first.
on 2
Dodgers
hits,
and
1
lead
left.
at 1-0.
On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Dodgers out in front, 1-0.
Of course, this ballpark is in front of a high school.
Tyler Gilbert, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call.
Tyler Gilbert, the starter for the Dodgers, coming off a win against Omaha. His 9th start, 1-6 record, 8.40 earned run average. 50 in the 3rd innings, 47 runs, 78 hits, 41 strikeouts, 14 walks. Opponents batting .359 against lefties, .344 against righties.
Here, Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around.
Cruz to average. No homers, 23 RBIs, batting right.
He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
First pitch. Swings at the fly ball to right field. Right center field. Peters is under it. 1 away in the bottom of the first. Defense for the Dodgers from left to right goes Zach Rex, DJ Peters, who made the catch, and Luke Raley. Third baseman Christian Santana, shortstop Carlos Sepulveda, second baseman Jake Peter, first baseman Tyler White, the catcher Giancarlo Cabrera.
Do it and makes the catch for the first out.
The team the Dodgers will play Reno is National League.
Now let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what needs to happen for them to get out of this rut?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Donnie Walton, 240 average, 4 homers, 36 RBIs, batting
Donnie
left.
Walton.
Gilbert's first pitch.
As the first
Swing
pitch
and a miss, strike one.
for strike one. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now.
Swings at the ground ball to Sepulveda, picks it up over to first,
just about
2
overshot
away.
his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there. And
Leonard
that's out
Berry,
number
266 average, 1 homer, 19 RBIs.
Settling in now, Leonard Berry.
Right.
First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away.
Has not played in this series, so this is his first plate appearance. First time we've seen him today in the series. 1 for 4 with 2 RBI doubles in the game on Sunday against,
Here comes the 1-0.
or on Monday against Nashville
2-0
or Memphis.
2 out, nobody on.
Next pitch.
Now here's
Swings
one
at the
hit in
fly
air
ball
to the
right
side.
field. Peter is under it,
there,
and the
the
Rainiers
side
go
is
down in
retired.
order.
So they go down
Head of the
without a
second,
whimper
Dodgers
here.
lead it 1-0.
One inning in the books here. Oklahoma's out in front here, 1-0. Now batting, Luke Raley.
361 average, 22 homers, 92 RBIs for Luke Raley. Batting left, excuse me. First pitch for Kirby. After 15 pitches in the first, and that's ball
him there
1.
to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Excuse me.
And
Strike
a strike
1.
to even the count. 1-1. Now the pitch.
Next pitch.
Hit out towards
There's a
second.
ground ball to the second baseman. Throw to
Throw to
first.
will be in time,
One
and there's
away.
1 gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be
64
put in
average,
play in this
364, 29 homers,
Into the
77
box,
RBIs for
Jake
Jake Peter batting
Strike
left
1 to start the
on a strike
at-bat.
1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Pitch.
Pitch popped up. Shiner is there for
Shiner's got it.
it. And he
2
brings it
away.
in for the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in,
Christian Santana, 3 away
And
average,
you can
12
see
homers, 62
great
RBIs,
numbers over
batting
the
right.
past few games. First pitch of the at-bat on
First
its
pitch
way.
for Kirby.
Here's a breaking ball,
1.
but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Next pitch.
A ball and a
Strike 1.
And
Outside
a
ball
curveball
2.
here. Good pitch, but a better take, and it's to 2-1 now.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Softly hit here to the left side. But little trouble handling this one down there at third
Yep,
as that
that's
will
the
end
inning.
the inning.
1, 2, 3 go OKC. They still lead at 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next it'll be the outfielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez, 279 average, 15 homers, 57 RBIs. He's batting from the right side. First pitch for Tyler Gilbert.
First pitch.
Strike 1 on a fastball. 1 for 4 with a single
Into the
last night for
windup. Here
Rodriguez.
comes the 0-1.
Gilbert's next pitch. Swing and a miss,
Really
strike
getting
2.
the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Yeah. Pitch
out in front of that one, but he stays alive.
Of course, Tyler Gilbert has had 3 no decisions, so
nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Next pitch.
Swung on.
Swing and a miss on a curveball for strike 3, and there's one away in the bottom of the second.
Right there, jump ahead in the count 0-2, and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Don Thompson Williams. 254 average, 2 homers, 13 RBIs, batting left. Down low in the dirt, ball 1.
For ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 2 home runs, 13 RBIs.
Good player. Next pitch.
1-0 home.
Next pitch.
Is looked at off the plate for a ball.
5th round pick in the 2016 draft with the Mariners.
The 2-0 is
there's a fly ball, deep right center field. Don't, and this ball is gone. 3rd home run for Thompson Williams, and this game is tied at 1.
So it's a solo shot to dead center. 3rd home run for him on the year. And this ball game is tied at 1.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
Alan Hansen, 294 average, 18 homers, 68 RBIs.
Standing in from the right
strike
side as
1.
He takes strike 1. The average sits at 294, 18 homers, and 68 runs batted in. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
0 for 4
Henson,
last night.
A native of the Dominican Republic. Certainly a versatile middle infielder playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, he's a premium defender. It doesn't matter.
Nice catch by Sepulveda over the first, 2 away.
5 steps either way is getting vacuumed up. So they trust this guy's glove in a premium.
Jake Schneider, 229 average, 16 homers, 56 RBIs.
Standing in, Jake Shiner. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. And a
strike 1
in for a strike.
Pitch.
And this one's
down low in the dirt, ball 1. Next pitch.
Takes a look at a
strike
change
2
up there, and
on
it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Change up.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
2 away. Pitch.
To 2
outside
balls and 2 strikes now.
Pitch.
Just missed
low
with
ball
the 2-2
3
count, and it runs full now.
When a pitch is close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some
Moore
at-bats.
on deck
He's
for
done a good job of that, and that's
Rainiers.
really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Next pitch.
Hot shot down the line.
Fouled away. We'll do it again.
Foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home.
Next pitch for Gilbert.
Too
high, ball 4. First walk for the Dodgers in this series. Dylan Moore, 244 average, 1 homer, 8 RBIs.
He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score.
Tyler has had a lot of struggles. Strike 1 on a fastball, 0 for 4 last night after having a grand slam on the game on Wednesday.
Is off at first with 2 away.
Excuse me, outside ball 1.
Might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. Here's a look over to first.
And he's back easily. Last night I talked about this on Facebook, but Giancarlo Cabrera is very fortunate he did not get ejected last night. Next pitch.
And this ball runs
outside
away
ball two. Next pitch.
Down the third baseline.
Ground ball to Santana over the second and got the force out to end the inning. But a run on 2 hits and a runner left by Don Thompson-Williams' home run. We go to the third. Dodgers and the Rainiers are tied at 1.
We've played 2, all even at 1 apiece.
All even at 1 apiece.
Into the box, Jacob Amaya.
Jacob Amaya, 413 average, 5 homers, 29 RBIs last in the batting right.
He's ready.
First pitch for George Kirby. High ball 1. Next pitch.
That evens it up, 1-1. And the pitch.
Next pitch. Check swing for a strike 2, which is a fastball check swing. 1-2. Next pitch for Kirby. Swings at the ground ball to the shortstop Hansen over the first. 1 away in the third.
Is gone to start the third. Digging in for his
Zach Rex doubled his first time up with a later score.
Doubled in his first at bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time.
Kirby's first pitch.
Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it.
Ball 1.
Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
It's down low in the dirt, ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone,
down low, ball 3. Sepulveda on deck.
Now here's the pitch.
Next pitch.
Fastball.
Ball 4. Walk for George Kirby here tonight.
As well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than
both teams with a walk in this game tonight. Sepulveda grounded out his first time out.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order.
Outside ball 1 on the first pitch. Sepulveda batting left. Has had 3 home runs and 6 RBIs in the last several games.
Now the 1-0.
Next pitch. Down low in the dirt, ball 2.
Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie.
Next pitch.
3-0 now.
Ball 3 in the dirt. Tyler White's on deck. Dodgers and the Rainiers tied at 1. Here in the third.
Here's the 3-0, and he misses again.
Ball 4.
Back-to-back guys now that have reached
second walk for Kirby here. Second walk for the Rainiers.
In the third inning alone, so you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological.
Tyler White flew out his first time up. He's batting right.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler White. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat.
First pitch. Strike 1.
Knees, 0-1.
With some traffic on the base paths.
13 double plays that Tyler White has grounded out this season. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on a curveball.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one. Slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
0-2. Next pitch for Kirby.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Fouled away. Next pitch. Popped up.
Out to left.
Left fielder is under it. This one's in the porch for a 3-run homer. Tyler White's 43rd home run on the season. And the Dodgers take a 4-1 lead here in the third.
Straightaway left, number 43 on the year for him as they take the lead 4-1.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets
he's
hot,
homered in all the
games. To stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
DJ Peters singled his first time up.
Now,
got an RBI. First pitch is high.
High strike that
for
time.
strike
It's
1.
0-1. A base hit in his first trip. The windup and the 0-1.
Next pitch.
And this misses the outside corner,
That's strike
so it's
1.
knotted up at 1-1.
1-1 next pitch. Ground ball over the first, and there's 2 away.
On first himself for the out. Digging in, Giancarlo Cabrera.
Giancarlo Cabrera popped out his first time up, batting right.
Territory.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time.
First pitch for
He looked
Kirby.
Powerful in the box.
Popped
I
up.
guarantee you he wants that swing back. He's still
Catcher is under it. Makes
And
the
the
catch.
catcher-
That will end the inning, but not before the Dodgers get 3 runs, a hit, 2 walks, and nobody left. At the bottom of the third, Dodgers lead it 4-1.
But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We play 2.5. The Dodgers lead it 4-1. Drew Robinson, the next to dig
Robertson.
in. He's a guy looking to break
221
out
average,
in a big way.
3 homers,
Hasn't been
and
getting
how
the
many
result
RBs? Yeah, 24.
or his club have
Batting
been looking
left,
for.
first
Hey, we're
pitch.
still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs.
Outside ball
but it's
1.
really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The 1-0 home is crushed.
There's a
to
fly ball.
straightaway center.
Center
No
field,
doubt about
no
this
doubt
one. That
about it,
ball is
it's gone.
So it's a solo shot.
Solo
to
shot
center.
for Robertson, his
home run
4th on the
for him
season. It's now
and
4-2
the lead is cut to
Dodgers.
4-2 now.
Excuse me.
Man, you could tell by the sound of that one off the bat, that was going a long way.
No chance for DJ Peters to make that play, I will tell you that for sure.
Standing in now, Edgar De La Cruz.
Edgar De La Cruz blew out his first time up.
Inside for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Edgar De La Cruz has really been playing good baseball this season for Tacoma. Next pitch for Gilbert.
That's
Ball
wide,
2.
2-0. No outs.
7
nobody
runs
on.
scored his last 5. Excuse me.
And here's a
Strike
fastball
1.
for the strike. 2-1 now. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
And strike 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Fastball got him looking.
That's a fastball
As
for
that had
strike
2-seam
3, and there's
action
1
on it,
away in the
gone.
3rd.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down.
Donnie
That's
Walton
not
grounded
easy to
out
do,
his
but
first
now
time
his
up.
focus has to hone
Batting
in on
left,
getting
first
ahead
pitch,
on the
swings
next
to the
guy.
ground ball. The Peter has got it over the first, and there's 2 away.
Gone. Ready for another chance? Leonard Berry, 0 for 1
Leonard
for
Berry.
in this one.
Popped out his first time up.
Ready to deliver.
First pitch for
Here's the
Gilbert.
first pitch.
Outside
And that
ball
misses inside, 1-0.
Next pitch.
Inside,
outside ball 2.
Behind the hitter now, 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Too high, and
Next
it's
pitch, outside ball 3.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Next pitch. Strike
right
1.
down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Count. Pitch.
Hit out
Ground ball. Peter has got it. Throw to first. Now it's the inning.
Dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side
That's the inning, but Robertson run on a hit, no errors down left. The fourth, Dodgers lead it now 4-2.
We played 3 full. It's now 4-2.
Yep. 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Rainiers. Univil's here at Tacoma's Cheney Stadium. Luke Rayleigh grounded out his first time up. Greg Rutz, our producer and engineer, back in Oklahoma City. First pitch. Down low in the dirt, ball 1.
Misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The 1-0.
Next pitch.
And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd of foul ball.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
1-2, here it comes. Fouled off.
Fouled away.
The 1-2.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
2-2, next pitch. Down low, ball 3. Jake Peter on deck. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Down low in the fastball for strike 3, and there's one away in the 4th.
Nibbling out of the zone, trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Jake Peter popped out his first time up.
Into the box now, Jake Peter.
First pitch down low in the dirt. High down low, ball 1.
He popped out in his first trip.
Next pitch.
And they won't get
low ball 2.
Curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
It's outside ball 3.
Now.
Christian Santana on deck.
And now pitch on the way.
Next pitch outside ball 4.
Misses there, ball 4.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Find out his first time up for Christian Santana.
Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the results.
Kirby's first pitch.
Just unlucky with the placement.
Strike 1.
In there, strike 1. Here's the 0-1.
Next pitch. Outside ball 1. Kirby's next pitch. Strike 1.
In ball 2. Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Next pitch.
Set and the 2-1 pitch.
Outside ball 3.
Outside that time.
Jacob Amaya on deck for the Dodgers.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes.
Next pitch. Check swing for strike 2.
Frustrating or unacceptable.
And he misses again.
Down low, ball 4.
And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Stepping up now,
Justice Sheffield, Nick Marcevicius warming up in the bullpen as Jacob Amaya ground out his first time up. First pitch. Down low, ball 1.
Well, his last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider, but tonight, completely different story. I think their approach coming to the plate tonight was to lay off that pitch until he shows he can throw it for a strike.
Man, oh man.
The 1-0.
Time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
(2-0). Kirby's next pitch.
Down low, and the plot
Ball
thickens
3.
here. 3-0. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen.
Yeah, too early to go to your bullpen if your starter's struggling. Next pitch. Strike 1.
3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Dodgers lead at 4-2 here in the 4th.
Hitters count all the way. Here it
Swings
comes.
at a fly ball to right field. Right fielder going back, and it is gone. Jacob Amaya's 6th home run. It's a 3-run homer, and the Dodgers lead at 7-2.
So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him, and the lead is now 7-2.
Well, I just don't know what's going on with George Kirby tonight, because he's really been struggling. He's allowed 5 walks tonight.
He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one.
Do what?
He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
That's it for him.
Answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
I will be right back. Margevicius is the new pitcher for the Rainiers. This will be his 19th appearance, 5-1 record, 2.10 earned run average. 44 2/3 of an innings, 13 runs, 10 earned on, 38 hits, 30 strikeouts, 15 walks. Punch been 235 against lefties, 259 against righties. Line score for George Kirby, the starter. 7 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, and a strikeout in 3 1/3 innings. Zach Rex, the little first time out. First pitch. Check swing for strike one.
Zone away for ball one. Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Next pitch.
Line hard to the left side. But this is a foul ball. The 1-1. Taken, strike two.
Count 1 and 2.
Next pitch, outside ball 2.
Slider that time, but it's 2-2. 3 runs already home here.
Next pitch. Swings and fouls it back. Next pitch. And it doinks him for ball 3.
Now at 3-2.
So Pulveda on deck.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he's a youngster. You can
Fifth
see
walk
he's
for the Rainiers bullpen tonight.
Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
0 for 1 with a walk and a run.
Digging in once again, Carlos Sepulveda.
Grounded on the first, walked in the third.
Ready with the first pitch.
Round ball fouled away.
Toward first. Still only 1 out in the inning.
Strike 2.
Margevicius benefits from the fact that he throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he's been hit around
there we
a
go.
bit.
Now we got the pronunciation.
When you're managing
Margevicius.
like this,
Next pitch for Margevicius.
Attack hitters, and when he's not, he's more prone to giving up base hits.
Swings at the ground ball. This will be 2. Second for 1. Throw to first. Not in time.
There, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Tyler White had a 3-run homer.
Ready one
in the third, flew on the first.
Again, Tyler White comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. From the stretch. In there for strike 1. 2 out with the man at first.
Margevicius, next pitch. Margevicius' next pitch, swinging on strike 2.
Had him way out in front for strike 2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Margevicius' next pitch. Swings at the fly ball to right field.
And he'll get there in plenty of...
Nice catch by the right fielder of Rodriguez. That will finally end the inning. But not before the Dodgers get 3 runs, a hit, 3 walks, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The Dodgers lead at 7-2.
That ends the inning. So 3 runs in the inning on just 1 hit, but it was a big one, the home run. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Dodgers out in front, 7-2. So stepping in, Julio Rodriguez.
Back
after striking out his last time.
Struck out his first time out.
Baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for
Gilbert's first pitch.
To start driving in some runs.
Outside ball 1.
There, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
Next pitch. Strike 1.
In a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Next pitch.
Hit to short.
Ground ball to Shostakovich's got it. Throw to first. One away in the fourth. Don Thompson Williams homered his first time up.
A hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Yeah, now this guy flexed his
He's
muscles
batting left.
last at bat. We heard that
Gilbert's first pitch.
That last bomb had to go well over 400
Strike
feet.
one.
He hit it a long way.
No balls and one strike. Bases are empty, one man out.
Next pitch. Here's a fly ball to left field. Peters is under it. 2 away in the
He's
fourth.
got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Alan Hansen grounded out in the first time up.
Now at the plate, Alan Hansen. He got on top of one.
Dodgers in Reno tomorrow, an 8:35 first pitch tomorrow night.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Mitchell White coming off as here's a ground ball to Tyler White, and he overshotted it.
Is wild and the inning will continue.
He overshot that one.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Yep, Tyler White's the guilty one. And that will be an error charged by Tyler White. That's an E3. 6th throwing error for Tyler White this season.
Stepping up to the plate, Jake Shiner. He's 2
Jake
for
Shiner
7 in the series.
Walked his first time up. 229 average, 16 homers, 56 RBIs. First pitch.
On its way.
Down low, ball
And
1.
there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Next pitch.
And that's in there
Strike
for a
1.
strike 1-1.
Mitchell White coming off a loss against Salt Lake will start for the Dodgers. Riley Smith for the Aces. Here's a throw over.
And
Got him.
he's out at second.
So that's the error. No runs, no hits, 1 error, none left. We go to the 5th.
Friday night baseball on the show after this.
Yep, we go to the 5th. Dodgers lead at 7-2. DJ Peters singled.
DJ Peters.
Nestor Cortez Jr., Justice Sheffield warming up. What? I'll be back, guys. Noble. I forgot to buy garlic bread. Barnes and Noble. Barnes and Noble. That was another thing I was going to add to the list was garlic bread. Barnes and Noble. Alright, as we're going to start the fifth. Single for DJ Peter in the first, unassisted ground out in the third.
Last time up. Ready to deliver.
First pitch.
First pitch.
Swing and a miss. On a curveball for strike one. Next pitch.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Riley Smith will start for the Aces. Mitchell White for the Dodgers. Strike ball two. Mitchell White coming off a loss against Salt Lake. Riley Smith, I believe, coming off a win against either San Antonio or Round Rock. Next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two.
As he swings through the fastball.
Actually coming off a win against Memphis or Nashville. Next pitch. Round ball, nice catch over the first. By the pitcher, one away in the fifth.
In time as he takes one away. Wow. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Well, you could see right from the get-go that he didn't bring his A game. Had a very difficult time getting through the lineup, and as a matter of fact, wasn't able to even get out of the fourth inning. So the bullpen's going to have to do a really
Cabrera
good
had
job.
two pop outs in the first and the third.
Out the rest of this
First pitch of the
first pitch. Outside ball
just
one.
Misses. That's ball one.
1 for 5 with 2-run homer for Cabrera last night. Next pitch.
He goes with
Swings
the
a fly ball. Deep right field. Over the wall, and it bounces off the wall of right field. Cabrera is heading for second. Throw is not in time. It's a double for McGill for Giancarlo Cabrera.
He's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than 400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
Stepping in now, Luke Raley, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point.
Yeah, strike down and ground out. Strike down ground down the second. Strike down the fourth. Dodgers lead at 7-2 here in the top of the fifth here at Cheney Stadium. Check swing for strike two on a fastball.
Gotta believe you're gonna get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Next pitch. Down low in the dirt, ball one.
He takes
strike three on a fastball, and there's one away in the two away in the fifth.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Jake Peter popped down the second, walked in the fourth.
So now to the plate,
Dodgers lead at 7-2.
He'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Ball 2 now.
Ball 2.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches
See
that
if
a lot
Mitchell
of guys
White can
normally
bounce
swing
back
at,
after
but he took both of them and finds
he's had a
himself in
struggling
productive
season.
count leverage. 2-0.
Swings at the ground ball, base hit to left field. 1 run will score, and Jake Peter has an RBI single, and the Dodgers lead it 8-2 now.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up.
RBI for Jake Peter. That is his 99 or 78th on the season. Excuse me, as I'm just fixing my headset.
After that strikeout, hero.
That's the 6th hit for the Dodgers here tonight.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come
Christian
through.
Santana over 1. Lined down the 2nd, walked in the 4th.
To the plate now, Christian Santana, as he lines it hard
Foul
to the
away.
right side, but out of play. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Here's the
Next
0-1
pitch.
pitch.
Outside
Breaking
ball
ball that
1.
time that misses
2
out
for
of the
5
zone.
with a double last night for Santana. Next pitch.
Hit out towards second.
Ground ball over the first. Not one in the inning.
Time and the
But it's a run on 2 hits and a runner left.
So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half
Halfway
of the 5th
through,
coming up.
Dodgers lead it,
Dodgers lead this
8-2.
one, 8-2.
Excuse me, I just belched.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Jake Shiner.
This
Jake
one
Shiner
doesn't look good so far.
Singled his first time. Singled in the 4th. Walked in the 2nd.
Boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing
Tyler Gilbert's doing what he did last game against the Omaha Storm
Chasers.
Chasers. 1 for 3 with a solo shot last night.
Now the 1-0.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him.
Gilbert's next pitch.
To short.
Here's a chopper. Sepulveda picks it up. Throw to first. 1 away in the
Throw to
5th.
first is in time. 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, Dylan Moore.
Dylan Moore.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
First pitch.
0-1
Out of the way.
count.
Round out his first time up.
Now here it comes.
Next pitch. Strike outside ball 1.
1 out, nobody on.
8 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Dodgers. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Rainiers. Next pitch,
Fastball.
outside
Whoa, look
ball
out. That
2.
just about got him in the coconut.
Wow, fastball.
Got him in the
up
coconut.
I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Next pitch, outside ball 3.
And looks like they're pinching him a bit here.
Drew
It's
Robertson on
3-1.
deck.
That's a good job right there. Very rarely
Felt like
see
Dad was
pitchers
getting ready to go
double
to
up
bed.
where they go a pitch inside. Normally
Next pitch.
they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another
Swings
pitch
at the ground ball
on
to center
inside
field
part
for a
of the plate.
base hit.
And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Well, fastball count, their yielded fastball mark.
Yeah, you drive to the ballpark praying to get in 1-3-1 count a night and buy yourself that guaranteed fastball, and he didn't miss it.
Dustin May and Dennis Santana warming up in the Dodgers
Into the
bullpen.
box,
Drew Robertson solo homer in the
as he takes
first
a
time
fastball
up.
off the plate for a ball 1-0. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
Next
1-0
pitch.
on the way.
Swing and a miss, strike
Swing and a
1.
miss for strike 1.
Acquired from the Giants.
In
Fouled
front of
away.
the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Next pitch.
Fastball, strike 3
Strike
called
3.
as he couldn't pull the
2
trigger,
away in the
and there
5th.
are 2 away.
just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball. So I think he was.
Edgar De La Cruz flew on the first strikeout in the third.
At the plate, Edgar De La Cruz.
Out of the way, strike one.
Pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Fouled away.
One fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
1 for 4 with a single.
Slow roller down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
Next pitch. Strike 3, and that will end the inning.
That ends the inning.
A run's a hit and a runner left. We had the 6th. The Dodgers lead it 8-2.
Trying to pick things up where
Jacob Amaya 1 for 2 with a home run. Ran out in the third, homer in the fourth.
Three-run job his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offer.
First pitch, check swing for ball 1.
Misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Side ball 2.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
And that's in there, 2-1.
2-1.
Line to the right side. He dives.
And there's a dive. 1 away to 6.
He did. What a play there for the first out.
Great jump on that ball, hit to the gap in right center field. A great diving catch. One of the better plays you'll see.
So digging in now, Zach Rex. It was a walk in his last trip.
Yep. Double in the first, walked in the third and the fourth.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a ball pulled softly out to
ball,
right.
And that's a base hit.
Gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, this is
7th hit for the Dodgers here
really
tonight.
Good hitter, finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving
Hold on.
a chance.
First pitch for Sepulveda, strike 1. So I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. By the way, I hope everybody had a marvelous Friday and a soon-to-be a Dodgers sweep of the Rainiers. So I'm back. Right.
Runners on first with one down. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Strike two.
Throw over to the bag. Runners back.
Yep, runners back.
Next count. Here's the pitch.
Down low ball.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
And a fastball swung
That's
on
a
and
fastball,
missed as he
swinging
just
him in a
reared
strike
back
three.
there,
There's two away in the sixth.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance
He's
it's
going
on
to say
the ground
cool
for a
and
double
figures.
play. Hey, strikeout always works too.
Tyler White had a 3-run homer in the third, flew out in the first and the fourth.
Standing in now, Tyler White.
Now low
As he'll
ball
take
one.
a look at ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch.
Next pitch. Swings and fouls it back.
Pulls this one in the
There's
air
a
out
fly
to
ball
left.
to left field.
Robinson.
And that will end the inning. No runs
Under
a
it,
hit
and
and
he
a runner
makes the
left.
catch
To
for
the
out
bottom of
number
the sixth.
3.
Dodgers
One hit,
lead
one
it
left.
8-2.
On to the bottom of inning number 6. Oklahoma's out in front here, 8-2. Digging in, Donnie Walton. And
Donnie
through 5
Walton,
turns at bat.
2 groundouts. And the first and
A
the third.
total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Tacoma next up will take on the Wichita Wind Surge, who are playing in Reno right now. 1-1 next pitch. Swings it's a fly ball to right field.
Center field.
Peters and really going back to the wall, and it bounces off the wall in center field. This will be a triple.
And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Yeah. Leonard Berry flew on the first, ground on the third.
At the plate now, Leonard Berry. This is foul right side. Runner in scoring position with none out.
The Dodgers hold on here. They might sweep the Rainiers here at Cheney Stadium.
This is line to left.
Fly ball to left field. Rex has got it. And that will be bringing the run in, and it's a sack RBI. It's 8-3.
That makes it an 8-3 ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sack fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard.
That's RBI number 20 for Leonard Berry.
So it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Gilbert's been pitching well tonight, so that's good. Julio Rodriguez strike out in the second, ground out in the fourth.
Julio Rodriguez, 1 run in and 1 gone so far in this inning. First pitch of the at-bat.
High ball 1.
Close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1
for 4 with a single last night. Swing and a miss.
Fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Next pitch. High ball 2.
2-1.
We are the last game of the night. Next pitch. Fouled away, strike 2.
2-2. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch.
Next pitch.
And there's the
strike three, 2 away in the 6th.
For the second time here tonight.
Oh man,
fifth strikeout for Tyler Gilbert.
Matched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly, this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Don Thompson-Williams.
Into the box
solo
now,
shot.
Don Thompson-Williams. He offers at it and hits
a
it in the
fly
air
ball.
to left.
Rex has got it 2 away.
The catch and the side is retired. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one
run
left
on a hit,
base.
no errors, and none left.
7th
to the
inning
7th.
coming up. Dodgers out in front, 8-3. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter.
Yep, as it's 8 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Dodgers, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Rainiers. Single in the 1st, ground out in the 3rd, and in the 5th.
Peters, he was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready to deliver.
First pitch.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1.
And that misses for ball 1. Some
Cody
action out in
Anderson,
the
Art
bullpen.
Warren
Couple of
warming up in
right-handers
the
starting to
Rainiers
loosen up.
bullpen.
Line to the right side.
Base hit.
And that's through into right. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Now batting, the catcher, Giancarlo Cabrera.
Digging in and
Giancarlo
looking for
Cabrera.
more.
Popped down the 1st and the 3rd, double in the
Giancarlo
5th.
Cabrera. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last
First pitch.
start. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Strike 1 on a fastball. As my dad cannot cover his mouth. Next pitch.
And
Strike
this
2.
catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0
Needs to
hitter
take a drink
take 2
if he's gonna
strikes in a
continue to
row.
cough.
Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Ready with the 0-2.
Next pitch.
Swung on,
Swing
missed.
and a
He
miss.
didn't even
Strike
come
3.
Close to contact on a ball
1 away
way
in the
out of the
7th.
zone. 1 out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on
Luke
only
Raley.
3 pitches.
Ground down the 2nd, strikeout in the 4th and the 5th.
Stepping in now, Luke Raley. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch.
Next pitch. Outside ball
Hey,
1.
he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Next pitch.
That's
Strike
in there
2.
on the outer half. 1-2 now. Ball 2.
Next
Line
pitch.
drive to left.
Fly ball to left field. Base
Solid
hit.
base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Take a
Derp.
look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
And that's
So
it
with the
for.
left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go
As
to their
here's
own.
Nestor Cortez Jr. All right.
Left-hander out of
So Nestor Cortez Jr. got the loss on Wednesday. He is the new pitcher for the Rainiers. 43rd appearance, 0-5 record, 3.73 earned run average, 50 and 2/3 of an innings, 22 runs, 21 earned on 49 hits, 45 strikeouts, 18 walks. Opponents are batting .226 against lefties, .307 against righties. Marcevicius line. 3 innings, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. They've had 5 walks tonight. It's crazy.
To the plate now, Jake Peter. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Yep. Single. Popped down the second, walked in the fourth, single in the fifth.
Now the 1-0. Weak grounder down
Weak
the
grounder.
first baseline.
Fouled away.
Ball, 1-1. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
1-2 for a slider. Strike 2.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away.
Next pitch.
And he lays
Outside
off.
ball
It's
2.
even the count 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Christian Santana is on deck. And he misses.
That's ball 4.
So he comes out of the bullpen.
That is the 6th walk for the Rainiers tonight.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Digging in now, Christian Santana. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one
Bases
out of
loaded,
reach.
1 away in the 7th for Christian
5,
Santana.
Across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
First time the Rainiers have loaded the bases. Line down the 2nd, walk in the 4th, ground down the 5th. The way Tacoma's played here tonight, it's just baffling me as that's fouled away. High 1 person in the chat, by the way, if I'm not paying attention to you. Ortiz Jr.'s next pitch.
I'm set with the 0-1.
Fouled away. Remember, Tacoma on Wednesday hit a grand slam against the Dodgers. Dodgers might return the favor and hit a grand slam of their own. What, Dad? Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 2 away in the 7th. As I will be right back.
We'll see how they go after the next guy here.
Nice 2-seam fast.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Jacob Amaya, who homered back in the fourth, grounded on the third, homered in the fourth, line down 6. Peters at third, Rayleigh is at second, and Peter at first. Peters is at third. DJ Peters so far. Inning started off with a single by Peters. Cabrera struck out swinging. Single by Rayleigh. Jake Peter walk. Santana swung and missed, strike 3.
Into the box, Jacob
First
Amaya.
pitch.
As the first
Strike
pitch to
1
him is in there
on a
for
fastball.
called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Here's the next pitch.
Now the 0-1.
Swings and fouls it back.
Fouled into the lower level
Los
and
Angeles Dodgers playing their series against the Padres, the New York Mets.
looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, 3 left as we stretch this thing in Tacoma. Dodgers lead it 8-3.
For the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Dustin May gets the call.
And here's Dustin May, the new pitcher for the Dodgers. That's it for Tyler Gilbert tonight. Dustin May, who closed out 2 innings in his fill-in role against the Aviators. 18th appearance, 9-0 record, 3.33 earned run average, 97 1/3 innings, 36 runs on 80 hits, 71 strikeouts, 3 walks. Opponent has been .213 against lefties, .241 against righties. Final line score for Tyler Gilbert: 3 runs, 4 hits, a walk, and 5 strikeouts tonight. Of course, ever since got his 6th loss, he's had some very good efforts of late.
It doesn't look very promising so far.
Alan Henderson 0 for 2 tonight.
Into the later innings, down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Tacoma in danger, being swept at home against the Dodgers. Ground on the second, reached on base by an error in the 4th for Hansen. Next pitch down low for strike 1. Jimmy Nelson, Joe Broussard warming up in the Dodgers bullpen.
The 1-1.
Next pitch for Dustin May. 5-2. Hope you guys are having fun on Ka with the NIRA. Dustin May's next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Next pitch, fouled away.
Willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 2-2 offering.
Round ball,
caught. And there's 1 away.
Yep, 1 away.
Now at the plate, Jake Shiner.
Jake Shiner walked in the 2nd, single in the 4th, ground out in the 5th.
Time up. First pitch.
Dustin's first pitch. Fouled away. He'll get the start when we go to Memphis. When we play the Missions. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
And now it's 0-2.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup for strike 3, and there's 2 away in the 7th.
Casualty of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Dylan Moore ground out the second single in the fifth.
And now Dylan Moore.
Fouled away on the first pitch.
Foul ball. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Next
0-1
pitch.
count and the pitch.
Strike
Good
2.
break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2.
Ground ball, base hit.
Up the middle and in for a base hit.
The batter, no left fielder.
Drew Robertson, solo homer in the third, strikeout in the fifth.
Standing in now, Drew Robinson.
Swing and a miss, strike
He
1.
will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1.
This pitch fouled
Barely able to
away.
make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner
Down on
left.
strikes
We
for
go
the
to the
second time here
8th.
tonight.
Dodgers lead it 8-3.
Cody Anderson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Cody Anderson, the new pitcher for the Rainiers. 47th appearance, 2-3 record, 2.17 earned run average. 66 in the third inning, 17 runs, 16 earned on 53 hits, 51 strikeouts, 11 walks. Opponents batting .214 against lefties, .219 against righties.
Number 60.
Final line score for the, as I hit the wrong button, Cortez Jr., 2/3 of an innings, a walk and 2 strikeouts. Excuse me. Sorry.
So the lineup
Zach
flips
Rex.
over and digging in, Zach Rex. He doubled earlier.
Double in the first, walk in the third and the fourth, single in the
Carries
sixth.
a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First offering on
Anderson's
its way.
first pitch, strike 1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Next pitch, swings and fouls it back. Oh, 2 next pitch.
Breaking ball.
Swing and a miss, strike
Gets him to
3
chase it in the
over the
dirt.
first.
Throw down to first,
away.
1 away.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Now in the box, Carlos Sepulveda. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
0 for 3 tonight. Ground out in the first, walked in the third, fielder's choice in the fourth, strike out in the sixth.
First delivery to him on the way.
8,259 fans.
Now the 1-0.
Outside ball 1.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen.
Kyle
now.
Wilcox and Art Warren still warming up in the Tacoma bullpen. Like the Dodgers, Wichita's been playing good in their first season. Swinging and a miss,
Gets him out
strike
in
2.
front for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on.
Nobody on, 1 away in the 8th.
Now a fastball
Ball 2.
awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2
It's
now.
something I just cannot tell you how this
Here's the
game's
pitch.
played tonight. Next pitch, fouled away. Next pitch,
And he strikes
swing
him
and a
out as well.
miss.
So make it back
One-
to back
two
punch
away
outs
in
here
the
to first
8th.
2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning.
I can
That's
tell you the
back-to-back
Dodgers are
A's,
really going to
he's
be
making it
in
look pretty
those
easy. This has the makings
situations
of a
so
good
far
outing
tonight.
so far.
So now to the plate, Tyler White.
Tyler
Let's see
White,
a look at a first
1
pitch
for 4
fastball for
tonight.
ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day.
No, it's a 1 for 4 night. Flew out in the first, 3-run homer in the third, flew out in the fourth and in the sixth.
home.
Next pitch is outside.
To a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Pitch on the way.
Found a way.
Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike 2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go
2-2 next pitch.
Long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
Swing and a miss.
3 balls and 2
3-2, excuse me.
And that one's
That's
taken
ball
outside
4.
for a ball.
7th
He walked
walk
him.
tonight.
So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Into the box now, DJ Peters. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball
ball
just
1.
misses. That's ball 1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 for DJ Peters. Single in the first, ground out in the 3rd and the 5th. Single in the 7th.
Right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay
Next
off.
pitch.
They're just
Hot.
being way
Strike
too
2.
aggressive.
Very high.
Ball and 2
That
strikes
could have
now.
been ball 2, but it's strike 2.
The 1-2.
Next pitch.
Grounded back
Ground
up the
ball.
middle. Fielded
Toss
cleanly.
this.
And as it turns
There's a
out, the
4,
2-out
and that's the
walk
inning.
doesn't come
No
around
runs
to
a hit.
haunt him as that ends
No
the
runs.
inning. So it's no runs on no hits,
hits,
no errors,
no errors,
and
no
1 man
runner.
left on base. Not too many more shots
Bottom
left.
of the
Home
8th.
half of the
Dodgers
8th
lead at
coming up.
8-3.
Dodgers lead this one 8-3. So striding in, Edgar De La Cruz.
Edgar De La Cruz 0 for 3 tonight. Flew on the first, strikeout in the 3rd and the 5th.
His last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
2-0. Down low, ball 3.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
Strike
on the
1.
outer edge, 3-1. And this is
Ball
taken
4.
here for ball 4. So
First
the
walk
man's on
for
base
Dustin
to kick off the
May.
home 8th.
Now batting, second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Donnie Walton. He made it to 3rd on a triple in his previous appearance.
Ground out in the 1st and the 3rd, triple in the 6th for Donnie Walton.
Here comes the first pitch.
Strike
Starts
1.
things here with a changeup for a called strike.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something
Next
down in the
pitch.
zone to induce a
Strike
ground ball
2.
double play.
Behind 0-2 now. This
It's a
is line to
fly
left.
ball,
And
base
that's
hit.
in there, base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with
Got
less
some
outs,
runners
2 outs,
on.
but they're down by so much
Leonard Berry flew out in the 1st, ground out in the 3rd, sack
in this game that hopefully
RBI
maybe
in the
they can get
6th.
something started here in this inning.
First pitch for May is strike
100%, Dan.
1.
I've played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter
Next
giving
pitch.
that bat away.
Round
chip
ball.
away and fight until
Second
that
for
27
1,
down.
throw to first
White,
in
and it's the pitcher's
time.
best friend, the
Double play.
Now batting, the right fielder, Julio.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Julio Rodriguez. Runner in
Julio
scoring
Rodriguez.
position with 2 gone.
Strikeout in the 2nd, ground out in the 4th, strikeout in the 6th.
From the belt, the pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Here, and that's the first strike.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate.
Fouled away, strike
until
two.
He shows he can put a good swing on the ball. I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Swings and fouls it back.
Ball. The next 0-2.
Change up called for strike three, and that will end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, and a runner left. We go. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go the ninth. Dodgers lead it 8-3.
Art Warren enters from the pen.
Art Warren is the new pitcher for the Rainiers.
Right where it is, heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Art Warren. 21st appearance, 1-2 record, 3.22 earned run average. 22 in the third innings, 8 runs, 20 hits, 20 strikeouts, 12 walks. Opponents are batting .222 against lefties, .286 against righties.
All set to start the ninth in this
1 for 4 for Giancarlo Cabrera.
Giancarlo Cabrera.
Pop down the first and the third, double in the fifth, strikeout in the seventh.
Giancarlo Cabrera.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Now the 1-0.
Next pitch is fouled away. Next pitch. 2-1.
At the knees for a
That's
called
strike two.
It's back to even at 2-2. And he takes ball
That's
three,
ball
so
three.
It's a full count now.
Luke Raley
that's
on
a
deck.
nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Now the 3-2
pitch.
And this
Ball
pitch misses here. It's ball
4.
4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
This is not looking good for Rainiers tonight. Luke Raley ground down the second, strikeout in the fourth and fifth, single in the seventh. That is the 8th walk for the Rainiers pitching staff tonight. 8th walk.
Last time through was a base hit.
They've had 8 walks tonight.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0
Next
home.
pitch. Ball 2.
Warren, playing here in his age 26 season. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and a 2-seam fastball. A runner at first with no outs here. Ball 3 as he misses low with it here.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience
Ball
and
3.
discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4.
That's ball 4. That's the 9th walk for the staff
staff
tonight.
The batter number 3, second baseman.
So striding forward now, Jake Peter. He's 1 for 2
Jake
in
Peter.
this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken up in the zone.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Runners at first and second with
runners
nobody
at
out
first
here in
and
the
second.
ninth. Dodgers lead it 8-3. If you just joined us late, swing and a miss, strike 2. Don't forget, stay right here. We'll have our Dodgers post-game report coming up. We'll recap the scoring, go through the International and Pacific Coast Leagues and the Dodgers organization, Tell you who our play of the game is, and a preview tomorrow. Dodgers are at Greater Nevada Field taking on the Reno Aces.
Ooh, that pitch was up and in. That's one of those pitchers' purpose pitches, right? Fastball, something hard up and in. Now he can go down and away if he'd like.
Softly hit.
There's a
down
ground
third,
ball.
Likely no shot at 2. The tag gets
Set.
one.
One over the first, 2 away.
What do you know? They do get the double play.
That's a double play, but the runner will be at second.
Now at the plate, Christian Santana.
If you guys want to comment, don't be afraid to comment in the chat. Don't be afraid. I don't bite.
He's ready. Here's
First
the
pitch.
First offering.
Fouled away. This has not been the game, I would say, for Tacoma here tonight.
Now the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
One. Next pitch.
2 balls.
High ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled away.
Screamer, but this one's not.
It's been all Oklahoma City here tonight. Next pitch. There's a fly ball. Deep left center field. Thompson Williams at the wall, and it's gone. It's a 2-run homer for Christian Santana to left center field. And the Dodgers have a 10-3 lead here in the top of the ninth.
Center, number 13 for him on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
And I might do it for
Dan, you see
this game here tonight.
He's pitching with bad body language right there. There's blood in the water for a lot of these hitters.
You know, D-Row, you have to make up your mind when you run out there. You're going to do one of 2 things. You're going to be the hunter or the huntee. And right now, they're hunting this guy.
Stepping in now,
Jacob Amaya 1 for 4 tonight with a 3-run homer.
For strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day.
As usual, Matt Vasgersian derped. It's night, not day. Ground out in the 3rd, homer in the 4th, line down the 6th, strikeout in the 7th. This is not what you want if you're Art Warren.
Ready with the 0-1.
Next pitch.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
0-2. Next pitch.
Nothing in 2 count, and the
check
pitch.
Swing for ball 1.
A textbook waste pitch right there.
He's had 12 balls and 10 strikeouts in this inning.
Slow below the zone.
Next pitch.
And
Ball
the slider
2.
runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Tacoma trying to avoid a 10th walk here tonight in this game alone. Here's a fly ball to center field. Thompson Williams is under it. He'll make the play, and that will end the inning. But not before the Dodgers get 2 runs, a hit, 2 walks, none left. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Dodgers lead at 10-3.
But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. Oklahoma's out in front here, 10-3. At the plate, Don Thompson Williams.
Don Thompson Williams 1 for 3 tonight.
The ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count.
Solo homer in the 2nd, flew out in the 4th and in the 6th.
For their own stats, you can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Strike 1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate
Ball
that
2.
time.
Out. Next pitch for May. Here's a fly ball to center field. DJ Peters is under it. Towards the wall, makes the catch, and there's 1 away in the 9th. Alan Hansen tonight. Ground down the second, reached on base by an error in the fourth, line down the seventh.
The plate, Alan Hansen. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
Ball 1. Next pitch.
Not close.
Down low ball 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
2-0. Next pitch.
And
ball 3. Jake Schneider on deck.
3-0.
Dustin May.
Here it comes.
Next pitch. Strike
That
1.
in there. 3-1.
Dodgers trying to hang on to a 7-run lead here tonight. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on a changeup.
It's full 3-2.
Next pitch.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here.
Fouled away, and we're going to do it again on a full count.
Right now, we go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
Next pitch. Here's a fly ball, deep right field. Rayleigh just watches it go into the scoreboard, and it's gone. 19th home run for Hansen, and it's 10-4 Dodgers.
Solo home run for Alan Hansen. 19th home run for him on the season, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now. Into the box now, Jake Shiner.
Jake Shiner.
As he
Ball
looks like
1.
a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0.
Next pitch. Outside ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Round ball,
second.
and that's a base hit.
Through into center field for a base hit.
Can Dustin May hold on?
Right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Dylan Moore. Dustin May trying to hang on. 2 for 3 tonight for Dylan Moore. Ground out in the second, single in the 5th and the 7th. If he grounds into a double play, this game's over. Down low, ball 1.
To him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 1-0. Hit hard to
Here's a ground ball base hit.
Gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Don't look now. Tacoma's got runners at first and second.
He'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
And here's Victor Gonzalez. New pitcher for the Dodgers. Where is he? There he is. 27th appearance, 1-0 record, 5.44 earned run average, 1 save, 41 in the 3rd innings, 25 runs, 42 hits, 37 strikeouts, 1 walk. Opponents are batting .259 against lefties, .269 against righties.
Enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. Now with the
Dustin May went 2 1/3, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. So just 2 outs. Drew Robertson 1 for 3 tonight. Solo homer in the 3rd, strikeout in the 5th and in the 7th.
Despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look,
first pitch. Outside ball 1.
String a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Gonzalez's next pitch.
2-0
Ball
now.
2.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
The next pitch.
And a fastball
Ball
in the dirt
3.
that's taken for a ball.
Edgar De La Cruz on deck.
Nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you
Next
just lose the
pitch.
strike zone and you don't know why.
Strike 1.
3-1.
You maybe get 2
Cannot
pitches a
load
game
the
where
bases
all
if you're the
guesswork goes
Dodgers.
out the
You
window.
can't do that
This is
against
certainly
Tacoma.
that situation.
First and second now, 1 man out.
3-1. Just get the double play to end the game. That's all you need. Next pitch.
Grounder down
Ground
the line
ball.
at third.
There's what I said.
There's
Second
one.
for 1. Throw to
They
first.
won't
Not
get
in
through
time, but
as
they
he
get the
beats the
force
relay to
out, and
first.
Tacoma's down their final out.
Now batting.
Edgar De La Cruz, 0 for 3 tonight. Flew out in the first, strikeout in the third and the fifth, walk in the eighth. Last chance for Tacoma. They're down their final
So
out
batting order
tonight.
turns over now and set to go Edgar De La Cruz. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Gonzalez has over 40 innings on his line so far, and in that time he's allowed just barely over a base runner per inning, which of course is very good. And that's inside off the plate with the
1-1.
fastball. It's 1-1. Little chopper.
Here's a
back to the
chopper.
mound.
That's going to end the inning, or the
On
game.
to first, and
Dodgers
that
have
is
swept
gonna
the Tacoma
conclude the
Rainiers
festivities here tonight.
Man,
by
they're
a
making
10
it
to
look
4
awful
count.
easy
A
out
run
there.
on 3
That's
hits, no
9
errors, and
wins
2
in a
left
row.
for the
That's right,
Rainiers here in the
9
bottom of the
wins in a
9th.
row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why this streak is going to end anytime soon. They're just playing great baseball.
10-4 the final in this game.
How about
the
that?
Dodgers scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Tyler Gilbert earns the win, his second. George Kirby was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
All right. Who's ready for recapping the scoring? I am. Let's listen to the announcer on the line score. Then we'll start the postgame report.
Here now is our final line score. First for the victorious Dodgers, 10 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Rainiers, 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base.
8 for the Dodgers, 7 for the Rainiers.
3 hours and 38 minutes.
3 hours and 38 minutes.
Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please.
Tonight's attendance was 11,141 fans. With the win, the Dodgers improve to, I forgot what they improved their record to. I think they go to like 70 or something. Tacoma falls to 52 and 59. Dodgers, I believe, go to 78 or no, 79, I think. But anyway, we'll get that confirmed in a second. Winning pitcher Tyler Gilbert, 6 innings, 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. He's 2-6 on the season. George Kirby got the loss for the Rainiers. 7 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, and a strikeout. He falls to 5-4. There was no save. Let's recap the scoring and present our play of the game, presented by, we'll tell you it will be in the 3rd inning. As we recap the scoring, Dodgers got a double by Zach Rex after a ground out by Sepulveda. It was DJ Peters who got an RBI single to score. Rex made the Dodgers lead 1-0. Thompson Williams homered in the 2nd inning, gave Tacoma a 1-1 deadlock. But our play of the game, presented by Courtyard by Marriott, Tyler White belted a 3-run homer after Sepulveda and Rex walked. Gave the Dodgers a lead for good. Dodgers take a nice little victory. Tyler White's 3-run homer, the play of the game, presented by Courtyard by Marriott. Robertson then cut the lead down to 4-2 on a home run to center field. It was 4-2 Dodgers after 3 innings. In the fourth, the Dodgers got a 3-run homer by Jacob Amaya after Peter and Santana walked. It was 7-4. It was 7-2 in favor of the Dodgers. Dodgers made it 8-2 on an RBI single by Jake Peter to score Miguel Cabrera in the contest. Tacoma got Leonard Berry a sac RBI to score Walton. Made it 8-3 in favor of the Dodgers. And in the ninth, Dodgers got on the board with a Christian Santana 2-run homer. Made it 10-3, and then it was 10-4 on Hansen's solo shot, but enough for the Dodgers to take the victory in the contest. Woohoo! Yeah, this is a full game from start to finish, so there you go as far as that's concerned. Alright, Truck Tech is complete. Yeah, I just told Elijah. So, yeah, let's hear the annoying person.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting out in the NL West, Blake Treinen collected his 8th win overall, helping the Dodgers grab the win over the Mets 2-1. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. 6-4. Robbie Erlin got his 3rd win this season as the Pirates got the win against the Diamondbacks 4-0. The Colorado Rockies had 12 hits as a team as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 5-4. Sixto Sanchez collected his first ever W at the big league level as the Marlins took care of Atlanta 5-4. The Chicago Cubs amassed 14 hits in the game as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 9-5. The Redbirds combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 2-1. Knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Red Sox 7-4. The New York Yankees combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 4-3. Shane Bieber won again on the mound, winning his 20th this season as the Tribe defeated the White Sox 5-2. He is currently leading the American League in wins. The Kansas City Royals sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 5-3. Andrew Heaney collected the victory in his 12th win as the Angels got the win against the Mariners 4-3. The Tigers combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 3-2. The Houston Astros knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 7-5. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
All right, I want to point out Dodgers with the win improves to 79-32. The Rainiers fall to 52-59. By the way, the Round Rock Express have now been eliminated. The first team officially eliminated in the deal. So, yeah. Let's take a look at some scores around the rest of the International League as well as the PCL, starting with our International League. Charlotte beat Norfolk 7-4. Ryan Bird, the win, improves to 2-1. Richard Blair, the loss, falls to 0-2. Runs in the contest at Charlotte. Ripken had a 2-run homer for the Tide. Avila also had an RBI for Norfolk. Rutherford and Zagong had home runs. Rutherford had a grand slam to win the game for the Knights in the bottom of the 9th. Pawtuck beat Rochester 8-1. Kyle Hart, the win, improves to 3-6. Homer Bailey, the loss, falls to 1-1. The Reds player, Homer Bailey. Donald had a grand slam for the Red Sox. Platt had a 2-run homer as well for Pawtuck. Azarina also had 2 RBIs for the Red Sox. And Fry had the solo shot for the Red Wings in the contest. Wilkes-Barre Scranton beat Lehigh Valley 7-3. Delvi Garcia, the win improves to 8-5. Jojo Romero, the loss, falls to 5-6. Runs in a contest at Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Monick had a 2-run homer for the Iron Pigs. Kyle Garlick had an RBI as well for Lehigh Valley. For the Riders, Ionetta, Goodrum, Dominguez, Frazier, Talkman, and Ruda had RBIs for Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Gwinnett beat Durham 3-2. Kyle Wright, the winner, improves to 4-12. Excuse me there, I just belched. Trevor Richards, the loss, falls to 10-9. Runs in a contest at Gwinnett. I don't know where Gwinnett is. O'Grady and Franco had RBIs for the Bulls. For the Stripes, Alonzo and Reggio had home runs for Gwinnett, and Dean had an RBI as well for Gwinnett. Syracuse beat Buffalo 2-1. Rick Porcello, the win, improves to 4-2. Nate Pearson, the loss, falls to 8-11. Runs in the contest. The only run scored is Tajia's RBI in the 8th for the Bison. For the Mets, it was Jimenez and Parker who had RBIs for Syracuse in the win. Columbus beat Indianapolis 5-4. Jeffrey Rodriguez got the win, improves to 7-10. Wei Chong Yang, the loss, falls to 6-7. Runs in the contest. Murphy, Elmore, and Reyes had RBIs for the Indians. Freeman and Poppy had home runs for the Clippers, and Freeman also had an RBI for Columbus in the win. Louisville beat Toledo 9-5. RJ Alonez, the win, improves to 5-8. Tarek Scubal, the loss, falls to 12-3. Runs in a contest in Toledo. Dietrich had a grand slam for the Bats. Stephenson, Callahan, Burke, and John Gronkowski had RBIs as well for Louisville. For the Mud Hens, it was Ceviche had a 3-run homer, and Schwindel had 2 RBIs for the Mud Hens in the game. Finally, in the International League, I think that is it. Yes, that is it for the teams. Now let's take a look at some scores around the rest of the PCL. El Paso beat Round Rock 6-1. Jared Eckhoff, the win, improves 8-3. Eno Paredes, the loss, falls to 4-4. As Round Rock takes 2 of 3 from the Chihuahuas. Runs in the contest. Garon had a 2-run homer for El Paso. Casey and Tremmel had RBIs for the Chihuahuas. McKenna had a sac RBI for the Express in the 5th inning. Omaha shut out Sacramento 5-0, but Sacramento takes 2 of 3. Jace finds the win, improves to 5-7. Tyler Anderson, the loss, falls to 8-9. The only run scored for the Storm Chasers was Mathis, Gutierrez, and McBroom had RBIs as well for the Storm Chasers at Warner Park. As we're continuing on, we'll worry about the West Coast games in just a second. Iowa, Fresno beat Iowa 2-1. Grizzlies take 2 of 3. Fernand Abad got the win, improves to 4-4. Jason Adam, the loss, falls to 1-6. Runs in a contest at Principal Park in Des Moines. That went 12 innings. De La Rosa belted had an RBI and a solo shot for the Grizzlies. The only run scored for the I-Cubs was a Mark Zagunis RBI sack for the I-Cubs back in the 4th inning. Out west, or actually I forgot one more team. San Antonio beat Albuquerque 8-4. Alex Bettinger, the winner, is 8-5. Tyler Colbreth, the loss, falls 3-5. Isotopes take 2 of 3 from the Missions. Runs in the contest. as Gerber had a 2-run homer for Albuquerque. Welker and Daz also had RBIs for Albuquerque. For the Missions, Earsig had 2 3-run homers for the Missions. Endojosa, Leo, and Bettinger had RBIs for San Antonio. What, Dad? Oh, for fuck's sake, Dad. Anyway, out west, Salt Lake beat Memphis 3-2. Tyler Carpenter to win, improves to 5-3. Matthew Livertor got his first loss, falls to 4-1. Runs in the contest at Smith's Ballpark. Avon and Godoy had RBIs for the Redbirds. For the Bees, Williams' 2-run homer, and Salcedo had an RBI as well for Salt Lake in the game. I will be right back. Sorry about that. Alright. Where was... Oh, yes. I know where was I was on, about to tell you about the Dodgers' next opponent. Reno beat Wichita 7-5. The Wind Surge take 2 of 3. Taylor Widener got the win, improves to 9-10. Dustin Miggs, the loss, falls to 6-7. Runs in the contest at Greater Nevada Field. That's the ballpark we will be at for Dodgers tomorrow. Jazz Chisholm, Ryan Lavarnway, Rodriguez, and Bird had RBIs for the Wind Surge. For the Aces, Galati had a solo shot for Reno. Cribs Jr., Mathis, Hicks, Margaloya, and Whitner also had RBIs for Reno, as they will take on the Dodgers tomorrow. Las Vegas took on the Nashville Sounds, and they swept the Sounds 14-0. Hector Vasquez, the win, improves to 1-1, his first win. Earl Gerardo, the loss, falls to 4-6 as Las Vegas swept the Sounds. The only run scored for the Aviators. Brown and Bride had home runs. Bride had 6 RBIs for Las Vegas. Armenteros, Barreto, Gones, Way, and Thomas had RBI. So, for the Aviators at Las Vegas Ballpark. Let's check to make sure that's everybody. And it is. That is everybody so far. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers took down the New York Mets 2-1. Blake Triton, the win, improves 8-0. Jose Ruiz, the ex-Dodger, got his first loss, falls to 0-1. Runs in the contest. Pete Alonso had a solo shot for the Mets. Cody Bellinger belted a home run for the Dodgers. Justin Turner had an RBI for the Dodgers in the game. As DeGrom, 3 runs, 1 run, 3 hits, 2 walks, 11 strikeouts, figured a no decision. As Arias, a run on 5 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, figured a no decision. 1 hit for Blake Triton, as Dylan Floro picked up his 35th save on the season. Dodgers have now are undefeated here in the month of August. They continue to host the Mets tomorrow at 6:10. David Price for the Dodgers, taking on Noah Syndergaard for the New York Mets. Around the Dodgers organization, AA Tulsa snaps a 5-game losing streak as they blanked the Cardinals in Springfield 3-0. Nolan Long got his first win. He is 1-4. Chris Ellis, the loss, falls to 3-3. The only run scored for the Drillers, Landon's home run. Andrew Gorman and Gore also had an RBI for the Drillers in the contest. So the Dodgers, after sweeping the Tacoma Rainiers, will now head to Western Nevada at Greater Nevada Field, taking on the Reno Aces in an 8:35 first pitch here from Greater Nevada Field. That is a hitter-friendly ballpark. Really going to be tough. Mitchell White looking to bounce back after losing against the Salt Lake Bees. He is 3-9 with a 7.71 earned run average. Riley Smith, coming off a win against the Redbirds. He will start for the Aces. He's 9-3 with a 3.28 earned run average. And 8:35 first pitch here at Greater Nevada Field. Our live coverage will begin at 8:20 with Dodgers on deck here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with a free iHeartRadio app. One last time from Tacoma's Cheney Stadium, it was the Oklahoma City Dodgers 10 and the Tacoma Rainiers 4. 10 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Dodgers, 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Rainiers. Winning pitcher Tyler Gilbert, he's 2-6. George Kirby, the loss, falls to 5-4. With the win, Dodgers are 79-32. Tacoma falls to 52 and 59 to 8 is down to 8. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait for tomorrow's contest so far. For our producer and engineer, Greg Rutz, back in Oklahoma City, this is Daniel saying good night from the beautiful city of Tacoma's Cheney Stadium. We will see you tomorrow in Arena. We hope you can join us then. You've been listening to OKC Dodgers Baseball, presented by Heartland Flyers, celebrating 20-plus years of service in Oklahoma.